Good afternoon, student.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Online class. And yesterday I gave you this question. Hydrogen sulfide reacts with iodine to give hydrogen iodide and sulfur. I gave you homework to prove this reaction as what? As a redox reaction. I hope that all of you must have completed it. सबने कंप्लीट कर लिया था ये?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if anybody hasn't completed, please, you will note down. H2S arrow, where we are going to take? Arrow of H2S?
S.
S. Okay, what is happening here?
Oxidation.
Oxidation. H2 removal of hydrogen is taking place. That's why we are telling what? That this is which process? This is the process of oxidation. If the process of oxidation is taking place, then H2S will be said to be what?
Oxidized.
So क्या बोलेंगे? Oxidized H2S. Okay, H2S is getting oxidized. Since it is getting oxidized, so it is acting like which agent?
Reducing agent.
Reducing agent.
It is acting like what? As a reducing agent. Very good. All of you have written like this only. सबने ऐसे ही बनाया होगा. I hope so. Now this I2. Now the arrow of I2 will go to where? HI. Okay. Now what is happening here?
Reduction.
Reduction. Because यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? Addition of hydrogen is taking place. Since addition of hydrogen is taking place, so this is the process of what? Reduction. So H2 will be said to be, I2 will be said to be what?
Reduced.
Reduced.
Okay. This will be said to be what? Reduced. I2 is reduced. So it is acting like?
Oxidizing agent.
Oxidizing agent.
Like an oxidizing agent. Clear, everybody? Is it clear? If you haven't
Yes,
done,
ma'am.
please note it down. Note down this question. If you will note it, then you will raise your hand. Now, this is the second question which I have given you. Zinc oxide reacts with carbon, that is in the form of coke, to give zinc plus carbon monoxide. Now, you have to prove this reaction also as a redox reaction. Do it fast and then show me your notebook. You'll open your video and then you'll show it to me. 2 minutes time. Aditya, carbon is oxidized. Okay, correct. Ayan. Ayan.
Yes, ma'am.
Show me your notebook properly. I'm not able to see it. Okay, Aditya. है ये है अयान का ना अयान इट्स लुकिंग ब्लर प्लीज हाईलाइट इट highlight it properly.
Okay, ma'am.
All of you have done. Carbon is oxidized here. Everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Wait a second. Let me remove the pin. One second. So in this reaction, which is getting reduced, which reactant is getting reduced? ZnO is getting reduced, so it is acting like which agent?
Oxidation.
Be confident.
Oxidizing agent.
Obviously,
Oxidizing agent.
one which will get reduced is
Oxidizing agent.
so this is oxidizing agent. And now carbon is forming what? Carbon monoxide. There, addition of oxygen taking place. So this is the process of what? This is the process of oxidation. The process of oxidation. So carbon is said to be what?
Oxidized.
Oxidized. Carbon is said to be what? Oxidized. So since it is said to be oxidized, so it is acting like which agent?
Reducing agent.
Reducing agent.
Reducing agent.
That's all. That's all for this. This is how we have to prove or we have to give the answer. If such type of reaction comes, to write down the reduced, substance reduced and substance oxidized. The answer will be always from the reactant side. Okay, class? Answer will be always from which side? It will be from the
reactant side.
Reactant side is getting reduced, reactant side is getting oxidized. And in the product side, we are getting the reduced product or the oxidized product. I hope this thing is clear to you. Any question, anyone? Any question, anyone? Ridhima?
Yes, ma'am.
Any question?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so let's move on to the next type. Now today we will do oxidation and reduction. Oxidation and what? Reduction. In which term? In terms of loss and gain of electron. In terms of loss and gain of electron. Okay, class. Yesterday we have done oxidation and reduction in terms of loss and gain of oxygen and hydrogen. Till now we were doing the same topic, but now we are going to shift in terms of loss and gain of electrons. So for this, simply you remember one thing, that is oil and rig. आपको क्या याद रखना है? क्या याद रखना है? Oil and rig. Now what is this oil? Oil means O for oxidation. Oxidation is L for loss. Oxidation is what? Loss of electron. क्या है oxidation? Loss of electron. And what is rig? R for reduction. Reduction is gain of electron. आप लोग समझ रहे हैं ये बात? हेलो? कैसे हो
Yes,
रहा है?
ma'am.
कैसे हो रहा है? We will discuss now. So oxidation is what? Always remember oil and rig. To avoid any kind of confusion, remember what? Oxidation is always what? Loss of electron. And reduction is always what? Gain of electron. Is it okay? Now see, whenever electron is being lost, जब भी इलेक्ट्रॉन का लॉस होगा, अगर हम एटम की बात करें, in terms of atom, so atom, if atom what? Loses electron. Atom में क्या होता है? Electron and proton are equal in number. In any atom, number of electron is equal to the proton. Is it okay? Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
In every atom is said to be what? Neutral. Atom is said to be neutral. Why? Because the number of negative charges equal to the number of positive charges. So atom as a whole is neutral. But when the electron get lost, so proton becomes more than electron. Proton becomes more than electron. So positive charge increases and negative charge decreases. है या नहीं, बोलो यस या नो।
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody, do you agree with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so whatever product here will be formed, will be what? Will be a cation, will be always what? Cation,
Cat.
isn't it? cation ही बनेगा ना। cation क्या होता है? What is cation?
Positive charge.
cation is positively charged atom या group of atom. Okay,
Yes.
तो जब भी atom से cation बन रहा है, whenever atom is forming what cation? How cation is formed? How is a cation
By
formed?
losing
Lose
electron.
Losing electron. So which process is taking place? Which process is taking place?
Oxidation.
Oxidation.
Process. Is the point clear to all? Is the point clear? Whenever atom forms what? Cation. Whenever atom forms what? Cation. Process taking place will be what?
Oxidation.
Oxidation. That will be oxidation. Why? Because proton becomes more than electron. When it is in the form of atom, electron and protons are equal. When it is in the form of atom, when any element is in the form of atom, electron is equal to proton. But in order to become stable, atom क्या है? Atom is unstable. Atom क्या है? Atom is unstable. It becomes stable. How it becomes stable? By forming ion. Do you agree? Class?
Yes,
Hello? Are all of you don't switch off your videos? So we are discussing here oxidation and reduction in terms of what loss and gain of electron. You should know oxidation is always what? Loss of, whenever loss of electron will take place, it will be always oxidation. When gain of electron will take place, it will be always reduction. ठीक है? अब आप इसको याद कैसे रखेंगे? So for that purpose, I have given you what? I have given you one word oil and I have given you one word rig. What does oil refer to? O for oxidation is loss. Loss of what? The loss of electron. Reduction is gain. Gain of what? The gain of electron. Now, how we are telling that this is a loss or gain of electron? So for that, I have given you example that whenever atom forms what? Cation. Cation क्या होता है? Positively charged ion होते हैं. What is cation? Positively charged ion is called what? Cation. Do you agree?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I want answer from each one of you. Everyone should respond to me. Okay? So, जब atom होते हैं तो atoms contain equal number of electron and proton. Now they are unstable. This already you must have read in class 9. Atoms are unstable, so they become stable. They become stable. How they become stable?
By forming ions.
By forming ions. So ions can be formed by losing or gaining. There are two ways to form ion, by losing or by gaining. चाहे तो हम लूज करेंगे या फिर हम गेन करेंगे, तभी क्या बनेगा? आयंस का फॉर्मेशन होगा. तो जब एटम के पास इलेक्ट्रॉन्स ज्यादा होगा तब वो क्या करेगा? लूज करेगा. ठीक है? लूज किस कंडीशन में करेगा? बोलो, लूज कब करेगा?
जब इलेक्ट्रॉन ज्यादा होगा।
जब इलेक्ट्रॉन ज्यादा होगा तब लूज करेगा, जब इलेक्ट्रॉन कम होगा देन इट्स गोइंग टू गेन. Okay, so atom forms cation. Whenever atom form cation, that means atom is having what? More number of electron. Then what is required? So it will lose. हम किसी को कोई चीज देते कब है? जब हमारे पास ज्यादा होगा तब तो देंगे, या हम डेफिशिएंट होंगे तब देंगे? कब देंगे? सफिशिएंट होने पर या डेफिशिएंट होने पे?
Sufficient.
सफिशिएंट होने पे. तो जब एटम के पास सफिशिएंट नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन है तब वो क्या करेगा? लूज करेगा. लूज करेगा तो क्या बनाएगा? कटायन बनाएगा. क्या लूज करता है?
Electron.
इलेक्ट्रॉन को लूज करता है. और ऑक्सीडेशन है क्या?
Loss of electron.
लॉस ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन. तो जब भी एटम क्या फॉर्म करता है? कटायन फॉर्म करता है. तो वहां पर क्या हो रहा है? कौन सा प्रोसेस हो रहा है?
Oxidation.
Oxidation.
Is this point clear to one and all?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Clear,
Yes,
raise
ma'am.
your hand. Then I'll give you example. If it is clear, raise your hand. Okay. Still, only 12 students raising hands. So who is not able to understand? Who is not able to understand? Agrata, Aryan, Priyanshu, Khushi. Where is the problem? Tell me. Muzammil, don't use any emojis. No need of emojis. अनिकेत, कहाँ पे दिक्कत आ रहा है ये बताओ आप लोग. बताओ.
मैम एक बार फिर से बता दीजिए ना.
देखो अब मैं एग्जांपल लेके आपको बता रही हूँ. ऑक्सीडेशन क्या है ये आप समझ गए हो?
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है. ऑक्सीडेशन क्या है? What is oxidation process?
Losing of electrons.
Losing of electrons. Now, I'm giving you one example. Sodium. Sodium, okay. Sodium is 281 electronic configuration. 281. This is having one extra electron. How it will become
Yes.
stable?
By losing one electron.
By losing one of the electron. By losing one electron, it's going to become stable. ठीक है. तो जब ये इलेक्ट्रॉन लूज कर रहा है तो हम क्या लिखेंगे? Na प्लस प्लस इलेक्ट्रॉन माइनस. मतलब यहाँ से एक इलेक्ट्रॉन हटा तो किधर गया? प्रोडक्ट साइड में न जाएगा. किधर जाएगा? जब लॉस होगा तो किस साइड लिखेंगे? प्रोडक्ट साइड में. लॉस ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन होगा तो इलेक्ट्रॉन को किधर लिखेंगे? प्रोडक्ट साइड में. इलेक्ट्रॉन तो नेगेटिव होता है तो उस पर नेगेटिव चार्ज रहेगा. और यहाँ पर पहले इलेक्ट्रॉन इज इक्वल टू प्रोटॉन इज इक्वल टू व्हाट? 11. इलेक्ट्रॉन प्रोटॉन सब क्या था? इक्वल था. कितना था? 11 था. सब था सभी 11.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
But here what has happened? In order to become stable, proton तो है 11, but electron is now 10. Proton is still 11. Electron is now 10. Because whenever any chemical reaction is taking place, only the electron which is present in the outermost shell is involved in the reaction. You know this? आप जानते हैं जब भी कोई एटम्स आयन बनाता है तो उसमें कौन सा इलेक्ट्रॉन इन्वॉल्व होता है? सारा इलेक्ट्रॉन्स कि सिर्फ आउटर मोस्ट शेल इलेक्ट्रॉन की कोर इलेक्ट्रॉन भी इन्वॉल्व होते हैं? बताइए.
Outer mode cell.
सिर्फ और सिर्फ इलेक्ट्रॉन प्रेजेंट इन द आउटर मोस्ट शेल इज इन्वॉल्व. ओके, नॉट द कोर इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. कोर इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आर नॉट इन्वॉल्व. Have you read this thing in class 9?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So now this thing is clear कि प्रोटॉन कितना है 11 है और इलेक्ट्रॉन कितना है 10. ये है पॉजिटिव और ये है निगेटिव. तो चार्ज किसका पड़ेगा? जो बड़ा है उसी का पड़ेगा ना, अकॉर्डिंग टू मैथ्स. According to maths, which charge will be there? The one which is more in number. Is it okay or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
ये क्या बना? पॉजिटिव बना. कैसे पॉजिटिव बना? How it has formed positive?
By losing
By losing
By
electron.
losing electron. So whenever atom forms cation, which process takes place?
oxidation.
Oxidation process. Is this point clear to one and all?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Raise your hand if it is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
So this was the example of oxidation. अगर इसका रिवर्स हो, अगर इसका रिवर्स हो, एटम बनाया कटायन तो ऑक्सीडेशन. अब जब कटायन को एटम बनना होगा, अगर Na+ क्या बनना चाहे Na, then what it will have to do? What it will do?
Gain one electron.
It will gain. Then what will happen? It will gain ना, ये रिवर्स हो जाएगा ना. एटम को कटायन बनना था, then it is to lose the electron. But again, if cation has to form atom, then again whatever electron it has lost, it's going to gain it. तो वहां पर क्या हो रहा है? कौन सा प्रोसेस हो रहा है?
Reduction.
प्रोसेस हो रहा है, बताओ.
Reduction.
रिडक्शन हो रहा है. When there is gain of electron, when Na plus gain electron, तो जब gain of electron लिखेंगे तो reactant साइड में लिखेंगे, क्योंकि gain कौन करता है? reactant करता है. तो plus electron will give what? Na atom. Atom forms cation, process of oxidation. Cation forms atom, that is the process of what? Process of what?
Reduction.
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 Clear? If it is not clear, again you will go through the video and again you will move it and you will see. Okay? Okay, class?
Yes, ma'am.
अब देखो एक और एग्जांपल. Now when atom forms anion, atom forms what? Anion. So atom is having equal number of electron and proton. Atom is having equal number of electron and proton. For example, suppose take chlorine. Chlorine is what? 287. It is having one electron what less in order to become stable. Okay or not? हाँ ना बोलने में आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम है क्या? क्लोरीन का इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन क्या होता है? 287 होता है.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
ये स्टेबल है या अनस्टेबल है?
Unstable.
अनस्टेबल होने के क्या करेगा ये? क्या चाहिए? What does it need?
Gain one electron.
Need
One electron.
One electron is needed. It has to gain one electron. So which side I will write down electron? किधर लिखे? Product side में या reactant side में? जब भी gain होगा किस साइड होगा?
Reactant side.
रिएक्टेंट साइड में हम गेन लिखेंगे. तो अब ये क्या बन जाएगा? जब ये एक इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन कर लिया तो ये बन गया माइनस. ठीक है, क्यों बना माइनस? अब बोलोगे कि ये माइनस क्यों बना? तो माइनस क्यों बना? नाउ इट इज 288. इलेक्ट्रॉन प्रोटॉन, इलेक्ट्रॉन was 17, प्रोटॉन was 17. ये दिख रहा है. Okay, electron was 17 and proton was 17. Now this side, when it gain 1 electron, so now the configuration is 288. Okay.
Yes.
When it is 288,
Yes.
now the electron is 18, but the proton is what? 17. This was minus, this was plus. This is minus and this is plus. So which one is more?
Minus.
Minus. So it will take the charge of what?
Minus.
So in negative,
Minus.
negative subatomic particle has increased. So obviously it is going to become what? Negative. Okay. So when atom forms anion, what kind of process is taking place?
Reduction.
Reduction.
Why we are telling
Reduction.
this is reduction?
Because gain of electron.
Because atom
Because gain of electron is taking place. Okay.
अकेले चलाए हुए मजा ना आता है
कौन बोल रहा है? मुजम्मिल शमशाद, मुजम्मिल, stop any kind of other discussions. So, okay everyone, what is reduction and what is oxidation? I have explained it to you in terms of what?
loss and gain of electron.
Loss and gain of electron. Whenever there is loss of electron, process of oxidation takes place, and when it happens, when atom form cation, when atom form cation, oxidation process takes place. When cation form atom, then reduction process takes place. When atom form anion, reduction process takes place. When anion will form atom, then which process will take place? Tell me.